Why do some countries transform completely within a decade? The answer is straightforward. Economic growth has structural reasons behind it. Some countries are still posting high growth rates, near 6% in recent years. But the differences between countries are stark. Some are already slowing down. This slide reveals the key structural factors common to the world's fastest-growing economies. This is what 30 years of economic data has made clear. Today, let's examine that data. Let's start with India. Population, roughly 1.46 billion, the largest in the world. But the numbers alone don't tell the full story. The working-age population, those between 15 and 64, makes up approximately 67% of the total. India already holds the world's largest working-age population. Consumer spending rises. The labor force expands. Tax revenues grow. In recent years, India has been projected to sustain real GDP growth in the 6% range. In fiscal year 2023, it even hit 8.2%. That said, growth rates fluctuate from year to year. The key question going forward is whether the economy can generate enough jobs and distribute gains more broadly. Next, let's turn to Bangladesh. Through the 2010s, average GDP growth exceeded 6%. But today, a slowdown to around 4% is projected. The backdrop: a shortage of foreign currency reserves and a deteriorating financial environment. Still, export revenues exceed $55 billion. Roughly 84% of that comes from ready-made garments. There's a global shift underway, the China Plus One strategy. Bangladesh has emerged as a key destination for relocating garment manufacturing. But the manufacturing shift is spreading across multiple destinations: Vietnam, India, Indonesia, and beyond. Low-cost labor, port access, and favorable trade conditions have sharpened this country's competitive edge. At the same time, dependence on foreign currency and over-reliance on garment exports remain real risk factors for growth. High-growth economies tend to share certain common factors. Three stand out above the rest. The first is the demographic dividend. The working-age population is expanding. But a large population alone doesn't generate growth. Education, job creation, female labor force participation. Only when these are in place does population become fuel for economic expansion. The second is institutional reform. Reducing corruption and increasing regulatory transparency are among the key drivers of a better investment environment. The rule of law and fiscal discipline attract long-term capital. The third is geopolitical realignment. Companies are moving manufacturing outside China to diversify risk. The countries positioning themselves as alternative hubs are rising fast. The countries where all three converge, those are the ones that will drive the next decade. Africa cannot be overlooked. Rwanda, Côte d'Ivoire, Ethiopia. In recent years, these countries have seen high growth projected in the 6% to 7% range. But year-to-year variation is significant. Ethiopia, in particular, is still working to recover economically from the effects of civil conflict. In 2019, the African Continental Free Trade Area, the AfCFTA, entered into force. Active trade operations began in 2021. Nearly every African nation has joined, making it the world's largest free trade area by population covered. The target population, roughly 1.4 billion people. The combined GDP, approximately $3.4 trillion. As intra-regional trade expands, this massive economic bloc is expected to gain further momentum. But maximizing its impact will require more than tariff reductions. Logistics, customs efficiency, and non-tariff barriers all need to improve. But not every fast-growing economy will succeed. The data points to a clear set of conditions: institutional stability, infrastructure quality, and the scale of foreign direct investment, FDI. At its peak, India attracted over $84 billion in FDI in a single year. Vietnam's dispersed FDI reached approximately $25.3 billion in 2024. The countries drawing the most investment are those that have combined institutional reform with the ability to capture demand from geopolitical diversification. History repeats its patterns. Growth built on weak foundations, limited rule of law, poor fiscal discipline, unreliable contract enforcement, rarely lasts. The IMF has noted that growth dependent on commodity price booms tends to stall when prices fall. And in 2024, Bangladesh experienced a sudden political rupture. A long-standing government collapsed, sending shockwaves through the economy. This is a stark reminder of how foundational institutional stability is to sustained growth. Looking ahead, debt sustainability and resilience to climate change will increasingly determine the quality of growth. We're entering an era where the quality of growth matters as much as the quantity. Over the next decade, which country do you think deserves the closest attention? And what do you see as the single most important condition for sustaining the benefits of rapid growth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The world's growth map is being redrawn right now. Thanks for watching. This channel analyzes world events through the lens of geopolitics and economics. Not emotion, but evidence. Not opinion, but mechanism. That's how we deepen your understanding of the world. If you found this analysis valuable, consider subscribing, and let's keep exploring the truth together. Until next time.